What's up, everybody? It's your boy Meme here. I'm recording this video on my phone again because, again, for some reason my webcam isn't working. For breakfast, I had a banana and some seaweed salad and some pizza. For lunch, I didn't have anything, and for dinner, I was planning on having some stew, but my parents made tacos, like American white people tacos, and they were pretty tasty. Nothing else is really going on. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning and I walked on the treadmill for half an hour, and then I came upstairs. I cleaned the sink, I showered, and then I ate, and then I got ready to go to therapy, and then I went to therapy. Aside from that, nothing really happened. Though I was sitting on the bus and this lady came in with her husband or boyfriend, and one of them had a dog, so that's how I could tell they came in because there's a big dog next to me on the bus, and they were, you could tell they were down on their luck, right? And she told me that she likes my eyelashes, and the way she was positioned was in a way to where the sun would hit my eyelashes, and I said thank you. Well, for first I didn't say anything because I didn't know who she was talking to, but then the guy said she's talking to you, and I said, oh, thank you. I get compliments on them, and it's cool because I do get compliments on them. Look at how big my eyelashes are. I'm very lucky in this regard. Um, and yeah, nothing else is really going on. It was really cool. It was really cool getting a compliment. Shout out compliments. The world is beautiful, friends. So yeah, then I came home, I had tacos, and then I got approved. Well, no, I got tacos. We got tacos, and then I purchased a Rockwell 6C, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I purchased a Rockwell 6C, which is an adjustable safety razor, which is the razor where you put like razor blades into, like the double-sided razor blades. And I'm getting them because I just recently lost my Gillette Mach 3 that I typically use. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, at some point when I move out or like at some point in the future, I'm going to have to start buying my own razor blades. So something I should probably do is just discover what the cheapest razor blades were. And it seemed like the cheapest razor blades are these, like traditional razor blades for safety razors. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll get a safety razor. And it's a little funny. I think I had initially heard of safety razors from when I had bought my selvage jeans like 3 years ago in high school. I still wear them. Like I still wear them today. They're really neat, but they're from the brand Brave Star. But the funny thing about them is that they are like sort of a hipster type thing. It's very, recession core, to be really into like selvage denim, and it's funny because I think I had initially heard of these safety razors because of, the research I was doing into buying these jeans. Like the same type of people who were making these reviews for selvage denim were the same type of people also making reviews for like safety razors, which is pretty funny. Uh, nothing else is really going on. But yeah, that I got approved for the Fidelity credit card. The last credit card I got was the Chase Freedom Flex, and that was last year, so it's been over 9 months. It's funny. I remember when I turned 18 and I looked into like financial stuff you should do when you turn 18, and that included stuff like getting a Roth IRA and regularly investing in it, which is something I do, and I'd like to think I'm pretty on top of my finances. But another one of those was to get a credit card. Just pay it off every month, and try to not increase your spending than you would on a debit card, and try to not spend more money than you have, and try to never pay interest. And it'll increase your credit score, which will be nice for when you need to get a mortgage. And that's pretty much the only reason. So I started doing research on the credit cards, and turns out it's like a whole community. Like there are dozens of credit cards, and there's like YouTubers who make like videos on like what the best reward scheme is for like all these credit cards. And I thought I'd become a credit card guy, because I'm really into optimization, especially financially in regard to like not getting into debt. But I've started using just like one card for everything, like my Chase Freedom Unlimited. And I always forget to use my Discover card despite it being available for gas stations, which I get snacks at sometimes. And, I could have gotten cash back there, but I forget because it's like, why would I keep in mind what the rotating quarterly categories are for these credit cards? Like, I'm spending $3, and I'm picking up pennies here, so I got a Fidelity credit card, which is flat 2% cash back, which is what my PayPal credit card used to be. You may be wondering why I have a PayPal credit card. It's because back in the day, I had just gotten PayPal, and it was like, hey, you can get our PayPal credit card. We won't ding your credit, like it won't be a hard inquiry unless you get approved. And I was like, okay. So I looked at it, and it was like 3% cash back on PayPal, 2% cash back everywhere else. So I was like, oh my God, it's like a 2% cash back card, but I get 3% back if I just pay with PayPal, and you could do that anywhere. And so I got it. And then like 6 months into owning the card, they were like, sorry, it's 1.5x back on everything. Nothing, it's not 2x, it's 1.5x. And I was like, what? Dude, like, what? So I feel pretty, like, that kind of sucks. So I don't have any 2% cards right now, and so I got a Fidelity card because of the 2% back. And it's also the same as my brokerage and a few other accounts I have, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, nothing else is really going on. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and yeah, see you, dude.